for that team will be when he crosses the finish line and, of course, gets his yellow jersey in a moment. But, guys, let's go back. And the effort he put in throughout the day before the bike change, right here it is.
But look how fast they're going. How do you close that gap on somebody else's bike? That is unbelievably impressive. Two teammates come back. This is the finale of the bike race. Nibali's attacking. Froome is attacking. Jumbo Lotto is attacking for Sepp Van Mark. Calm, cool, and collected. Never panics. Gets on his teammate's wheel and pow, fights his way back to the front. And when he launches, nobody can answer.
The world champion individual time trialist, so they had to know he had the power. But guys, we're talking 138 miles on someone else's bike. He jumps on it, and then he puts in this effort at the end. Look at this.
Oh, I mean, so you have very low pressure in the tires. His tires almost rolling over a little bit, touching some of the barriers, ripping through the last corner on a powered bike. Finally some good luck for Tony Martin. Not crashing on that corner, and he gets the yellow jersey.
Well, that was impressive. Remember, stage number 4, it was all about the 7 sections of cobblestones. And a lot of people thought maybe Tony Martin's opportunity for yellow was gone. He gets it today.
I love it. Hats off to Tony Martin and his teammates. Pure joy.
And Christian, was Mark Cavendish the first one to celebrate with him, thinking redemption?
Yes, and I think a little bit of relief on Mark's side for sure. Yeah, maybe Mark's thinking like, oh God, he actually got it. He feels a lot better for him. Just like we said before, I mean, Tony's done so much work on the front for his teammates, and for him to finally get this glory, for him to finally get this yellow jersey is huge.
As Team Edix celebrates, our Steve Schlanger catching up with Garrett Thomas, who was in the mix all day long.
Garrett, you guys did a lot of work there at the front. Are you okay, though, with losing the yellow jersey?
Yeah, that's fine. It's, you know, we don't need it this early. And, you know, I saw him going. I thought, fair enough. You can go. But, and nobody else seemed to take up the chase. So, you know, until late on, and then they didn't really have the legs to bring him back. So, for us, perfect day. You know, the minimum was not lose any time. Gain it if we could. We had a little dig on the last cobbles. So yeah, successful day.
How stressful was it out there? Take us inside the battle.
Oh, it was a nightmare. The first sector was like probably the worst, and the fighting for it. And you do the cobbles, then a 70k to the next one, and everyone chills and rides slow for another 40k. It's just crazy, and it's down to us as well. Everyone's so nervous. The crashes previous days just makes everyone else that extra bit nervous. Such important stages early on, everyone's fresh, and it's just it's a nightmare out there.
What does Chris's ride today tell you about his potential long term here?
Oh, you know, it shows he's got the legs. It shows he's certainly committed. You know, he was going through gaps like a sprinter. You know, and he wasn't dropping that wheel, and you know, he was letting people know he was there, and yeah, it was great to see, and that definitely gives you that extra motivation then to get looking for him.
And here is Tony Martin on the podium, the winner of stage 4. Boys, flashback to 24 hours ago, 48 hours ago, a little different expression on the face of Tony Martin.
3 days in a row devastated, so close to yellow. It makes it even sweeter that he earned that prize today. He's going to remember today for as long as he lives. And what a day to get the yellow jersey after a brutal day across the cobbles. A huge battle amongst the overall contenders. Incredible teamwork. Hats off to Tony Martin. That is a brilliant, brilliant ride. And just the way he did it, too. I mean, if it would be one thing, if someone in front of him, the Chris Froome got dropped, and he gets it, that's another way. But the way he did it, the fashion did it, is amazing.
Here, DirecTV yellow jersey standings after 4 stages. Tony Martin in yellow with a 12-second advantage over Chris Froome. TJ Van Garderen still sits in 3rd place, galloping in 4th. And Peter Sagan lurking there in 5th place. Odermatt, Uran, Contador, Thomas, and Stybar all in the top 10 as well. We move down the list. Vincenzo Nibali, who had a very aggressive ride today, sits in 13th, just a minute 50 back. Valverde, Quintana, Rodriguez, Jean-Christophe Perrault had a great ride as well. He sits at 19th, and Andrew Talansky moving up to 20th. Back to the podium we go here in Cambrai. and it'll be Tony Martin, a moment he has been waiting for his entire cycling life. As the media gets ready, Tony Martin in yellow. Well, boys, as former pro cyclist, that's got to be a big moment for that young man. Not only this Tour de France, but his entire cycling career comes to this complete culmination.
It wouldn't surprise me if he counts this as the greatest day in his career as a bike racer. He's won almost everything the sport has to offer: world championships, national titles, stages in the Tour, and now yellow.
Yeah, I think he would swap all of his world championship jerseys just for this one day. This easily supersedes everything.
Andre Greipel back in green, 84 points, just ahead of Peter Sagan, who has 78 points. So Greipel stays in green, but boy, look at the look on his face. He looks absolutely spent.
Tough day on the cobbles for Andre Greipel. He made the selection the first couple of sectors, but then I think he got a little bit fatigued. There were some false flat, tough climbs. On the cobbles, that's very tough for a sprinter to get over, but Peter Sagan, he's so devastating in the green jersey title. He got third on the stage and more points.
Celebration time for Team Etex. It was a team, and I mean a team performance to get him, Tony Martin, on the podium. One man that really helped out, Matteo Trentin, is with our Steve Schlanger.
Well, Tony Martin had the big ride, but Matteo, you may be the hero of the team because it was your bike that got him the yellow jersey.
Yeah, basically it's my bike, the hero of the team, because I was stuck behind with his bike. Yeah, it was, kind of really little moment. We decided already in the meeting to be fast to change the bike if it's needed, because the car for sure, we know from Paris-Roubaix, after 2 or 3 sector, the car is lost forever in the field. And I changed my bike with Tony, then they changed the wheel of Tony's bike. I almost restarted in the car pass, so I have to say the car was pretty much 1 minute behind, maybe more. So that was not a winning move, but the move that saved our, I can't say the word.
Well, when that happened, how much of a chance did you think Tony would have to go on and do this at the end?
I didn't think about it, because I was riding his bike and I was really uncomfortable. So I can imagine he could be uncomfortable on my bike, but probably not. So I just hope he don't want to ride my bike for the rest of the tour.
What does he owe you tonight at the team celebration?
I have no idea. I have to ask to him.
You got a big chip to play. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So it was the transfer of bikes, guys, that really became the winning move. Christian, what would it be like if a guy you ride with just says, here, try my bike, and race the last 3-4 miles on it?
I don't want to ride Bob's bike for the rest of the stage. Let's just put it that way. His legs are way too long, especially the arms. But yeah, I mean, he actually looked pretty good on the bike, I have to say. Like, if they're going to get a bike, that's the perfect guy. And I'm sure a lot of times in the team, okay, Todd and I, we're very close. But the split section, I mean, that's just, that's being a great team, from top to bottom, and then having the 2 guys wait for him, get him back in the front, and then attacking. And it's just the legs. I mean, it's amazing. Amazing. And learning the lessons of Paris-Roubaix. Yeah. And that was the intention of the Tour de France, to replicate that Spring Classic. And Etex is great at both.
Etex had a great day today. So did Team BMC and American TJ Van Garderen. And moments ago, our Jenna Corrado caught up with him.
TJ, last year, following the cobblestone stage, you were critical about the Pave. How do you feel about it after today?
I mean, yeah, I guess it all depends on how the day goes. I mean, a lot of it's kind of luck, and I still kind of feel it more the same way as I did last year, but I'm just happy to have gotten through this stage unharmed.
What do you believe was the key to your success today?
My team. My team was incredible. I mean, they sat in the wind on the front. They're just, they're just some hard-hitting, just headbangers, and they just paved the way for me all day. I barely had to lift a finger.
Was it inspiring for you to see Danny Oss taking pulls at the front after the day he had yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, these are tough guys. I mean, these guys, they'll ride through a brick wall. So yeah, it was inspiring, not at all surprising. I knew he was going to be just fine.
And do you feel any different compared to last year?
Yeah, I definitely feel more confident. I feel like my preparation's gone a lot better, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to the rest of this race.
Thank you.
Bob and Christian, the difference between this year and last year is TJ Van Garderen not on the deck and he's not getting caught out.
He rode absolutely fantastically today. TJ was right there where he needed to be. He didn't panic. He rotated to the front. When he got shuffled back a little bit on the cobble sections, he took his time to get back to the front. He started each section of cobble in perfect position. That's because of his team, but he rode great as well.
Yeah, the teams, all those teams were riding really well. Sky was riding really well. Saxon rode really well. You know, Peter Sagan, like we were saying, did almost the whole chase back on by himself. So, but yeah, TJ doing great. And the difference between this year and last year, he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He's getting back in there when he is out of place. Take your time, get back, look for your teammates, follow your teammates back up the front. You got guys like Daniel Oss who are unbelievable, crashing his face yesterday and up at the front today. Great team, great leadership.
A lot of teams will be doing a lot of celebrating tonight as they safely make it to Cambrai, but we look ahead to tomorrow on stage number 5 with the cobblestones now behind them. Bob, what's in store for the next stage?
We expect this to be a sprint stage for the sprinters, maybe 2 in a row for the Edic squad. Mark Cavendish is riding well. He had a great day today, flat, but it could be some crosswinds. Sprint point halfway through the stage in Rancourt, and this we expect to be a sprint stage, but after what they've been through so far, they could be expected to take it easy. I'm sure there's going to be some attacking early, and we'll see if the sprinters can control the proceedings throughout tomorrow's stage.
If Chris Froome was still in the yellow jersey tomorrow, I would have expected them to give away the jersey tomorrow. But since Edix Quickstep now has it with Tony Martin, and they have one of the best sprinters, if not the best sprinter in the peloton, I think that Edix will control it and it'll be a sprint tomorrow.
That's all coming up tomorrow. Join us tonight at 8 Eastern on NBCSN for Tour Prime Time. Then tomorrow morning at 8 Eastern on NBCSN, it is Stage 5 as the sprinters get their shot with a finish in MEM. So Tony Martin is in yellow, a great opportunity for him to celebrate with his team. I want to remind you, you can always log on to NBCSports.com for continuing coverage of the 102nd Tour de France. All of our wardrobe has been provided by Craft Sportswear. So for our entire crew, Steve Torino, Steve Schlanger, Jenna Corrado, Paul Sherwin, Phil Liggett, Jens Voigt, Christian Vandevelde, and the hardworking Bob Roll. I am Todd Harris saying so long. We are finally in France. We say good night from Cambrai. We will see you later tonight on Tour Prime Time and tomorrow morning for Stage 5 with the cobbles in the rearview mirror.